everyone. This is John Cappello broadcasting to you today on Blogtalkradio and simulcasting on live CelebrityU radio.tv. Thank you for bearing with us today.
Yeah, we had a little bit, and it's a good thing that we took the break, and I didn't even get to close out the show. And I want to thank anybody that is still watching us on CelebrityU radio live at CelebrityU radio.tv. That we are doing the show. So, having said that, I'm going to let you welcome your Blog Talk audience, and we're going to do. I'm looking forward to the second simulcast.
Yes,
now,
I am too.
Now, if you are watching live, you can watch the show from your. If you're on Blog Talk, go to and you've got to type http:// and I think you have that in your description somewhere. I asked you to put that in there.
I did.
Yeah. Click on that, and it'll bring you up, and you can actually watch the show and watch John and I. I know that be on the show, and the phone number that's listed there, I've got forwarded over to his call-in number. So I'm not trying to confuse you, but if you're not on the Blog Talk, at least you'll know what number. If you call that, you will get hooked into the switchboard. So I'm going to turn this back over to you and let you do. Let's go for this. I'm excited.
Okay. Well, we'll be taking callers here in just a moment, but one of the things I'm going to be doing is getting the chat room going. So please bear with me. We had a little bit of technical difficulty in the very beginning, but we'll get that taken care of for you. But I want to welcome you back. If you've been listening to the program in the past, you know that I'm all about metaphysics, and I'm about discovering existence beyond the physical. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be continuing our discussion about past lives. And what I did last night was I had a meetup group, and my meetup group, the Dallas Visionaries meetup group and Beyond Metaphysical, we're getting ready for my event on Saturday, which is about studying the faces of those of our past lives. And I know it's kind of a wacky subject, but it's one that I think that is growing. There's a lot of people starting to get very interested in past lives and wondering about themselves and having private memories about different events that have gone on, and even feeling like they have known people in the past and didn't know why. They just felt like they had an instant connection with them. So it's a fascinating subject, and what we're going to be doing Saturday at Miracles of Joy is we're going to be doing a Faces in Time event, and that is going to get people sitting in front of a light and having music played. And what that will do is that will bring out some of the former faces that we had. At least that's what we feel like it does. And what we've done is what we did last night with the meetup group was we brought in a face reader. And what she did was she talked to us about the different personality traits that our face represents. And she talked about our nose, and she talked about our ears, and talked about different aspects of our faces. And so this was quite fascinating. And, our face reader was Sandra Williams, and she just had the crowd delighted. We had almost 30 people there. But
that's why you're moving to a bigger venue.
We have to move. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We have to move because it's. We have found that we're just getting too big. We have almost 900 people in all of our meetup groups, and we only had room for about 30 people. I know you weren't able to come because we just were too crowded last night. So we're getting ready to go to a bigger venue. We're going to move to the Spring Creek Barbecue over there off Midway Road in Dallas.
That might even be a little bit more convenient for some of your
it might be. It might be. I hope so. I hope that we are able to get an even larger crowd. We're probably going to have to get a speaker, a microphone to get us more, make it a little bit louder for people like me that don't have a loud voice. I do have the chat room open now, so if you want to join us there, I might get Kathy to help me with that. But we have a couple of callers, and I'm going to go ahead and take the callers because you're kind enough to call in, and I hate to have you wait too long in the switchboard. So let's go to our first caller. Hello, you're on the John Cappello radio program and simulcasting on CelebrityU Radio TV. You're calling from the 626 or 620 area code. May I ask who's calling?
Hello.
Yes.
Okay, it's me, 626. My name is Brittany. How are you?
Fine, fine. Did you call in yesterday, Brittany?
Yes,
You
I
did. Okay. Well, great. Well, it's nice to have you back. Did anything happen from the reading that we gave you yesterday?
Yes, you were actually pretty accurate. It was nothing. I believe I called to ask about a text message that randomly came to my phone. I don't know if you remember, but I'm sure you get a lot of callers. But I had another question today, if that's okay. Okay,
I'll see what I can do for you. Sure. Go ahead. What's your question? Brittany? I'm losing you, Brittany. I think we had that problem yesterday as well. Something's wrong with our connection. Are you calling from a mobile phone? Uh-oh. I think we lost our connection.
Welcome
there.
Welcome to Blogtalkradio.
Okay.
Please enter your host PIN when finished.
Oh my.
Press the pound key.
Okay. Well, let's re-enter our PIN then. Okay.
We're just having the gremlins are out today.
They are today.
But if you're watching the show, see.
If you're watching the show, then
you get to see the.
Please re-enter your PIN.
Okay. So let's re-enter our PIN.
Maybe we should do.
Do what?
Nothing. I'll just.
Okay.
I'll talk. I was gonna say we ought to.
Press
we'll maybe rehearse this again.
Okay. Well,
because I started doing mine on Blog Talk, and maybe we would have been better just staying on mine. But I wanted to make sure that his listeners. Well, there's a better way to do it.
Well, we're on again, but
okay.
Brittany, are you there? No. Well, let's see. I'll go back to Brittany for just a moment. Brittany, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here. Do you hear me?
I do, but we had a glitch for some reason. I was knocked off the air for some reason, and so we Mercury retrograde. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. You said you had a question, so you better ask me quick before something happens.
I know. Okay, real quick. When do you feel that the commitment conversation will come up between me and my boyfriend?
Okay.
I think he knows that I'm thinking about it, and so what do you feel?
I believe probably by the end of the month, I think you're going to start having those conversations. So I feel like they're pretty close. Okay? Okay. Well, thank you very much, Brittany. I'm going to go to another caller because we want to make sure that we're still broadcasting unless Kathy has a question for me. Let's thank you very much. You have a nice day, okay?
We've
Bye-bye.
got so many callers
Okay.
waiting. It's kind of nice to hear them, and you're so good at this.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. I wanted to know, though, on the faces thing, tell me, since I missed it, and you can't do the whole thing that she did, tell me what you thought was the most interesting or something someone could look at is it in the interior of the face or the edges? Do you carry your nose? Is it all about forehead length? What did you get from it?
Well, the first thing
maybe one aspect
when you see people is you see their eyes.
Okay.
And because they
say
say
it's the eyes are the windows
of the soul, and so you look at them and you immediately start to get impressions whether they're a kind person or a person you cannot trust or just a feeling from them. And she looks at the retina. She was the what
pupil?
Not the pupil. She looks at the eyes to see how large the black spot in your eye. What is that?
That's a pupil.
That's a pupil. Okay, see how
Okay.
large it is. Excuse me. But she looks at that.
Are you high?
No, not I. But she was talking about it. She used another term, I think, but I don't know exactly what it was. But what she did was she had several people get up, and she tried to show the differences in the spaces between the eyes and what they were considered people that were more open-minded or more narrow-minded, or people that were balanced.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
And basically there's a lot of those similarities for each of the traits that she was talking about the height of the ears, whether they're high on your head or low on your head, the size of the ears. If you have large ears, you're a better listener than a person with small ears. If you're a person that has ears that are very close to your head, then you're not willing to take risks. If you're a person that has the ears that stick out a little bit more, then you may be more of a risk taker. Also, the ear lobes say a lot about a person, whether or not they're attached or not. If they're attached, then you're pretty much a homebody. You're a person that may stay close to where you were born or where you live at whatever time.
So that could be good even in business
Oh,
sales
yes,
and stuff.
yes,
I mean, because you'd
absolutely,
be picking up on that. There's one thing that it kind of answers is,
Mm-hmm.
have you ever known somebody that just does not look like either one of their parents? And it's not that they're adopted, but they just don't have that they look different than everyone else. And when someone carries the
Well, bless you.
excuse me. I'm sorry. I think there's a cat
Or
in the room.
Gesundheit.
When someone carries this, because you were talking about, because you carry a similar look each time, and not that it could be that drastic, but it's just off a little bit, that might be a factor in that, because I've literally seen where, you later, maybe you see it in some areas, but they really do not look like the other children. And so that could be a standout. So I found that interesting, because that would explain why I think I'm adopted. No, I think
Well, the whole point of doing the Faces in Time was to kind of get the group kind of educated on what to look for when we do the Faces in Time on Saturday. And so if someone has a large nose, or they see a large nose on a person, then they will see that at that particular face, that particular time, they wanted to make a big impact on where they were, and that's what a large nose means. A large nose means you're good with money as well. And
are you a Jewish thing?
Well, I didn't. Well,
My husband, my husband's Jewish.
Oh, he is. Okay. Does he have a large nose?
Well, yeah.
Is he good with money?
Yeah.
I rest my case. So.
Well, actually, I don't know. He's good with yeah, he is.
Okay, but also if you have the scoop nose, if you have a nose that has a dip in it, those are the volunteers. Those are the people that are helpful.
I'll have to get her book.
Oh,
or
yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
and I meant to bring it, and I didn't do it. But then if you have a nose that has kind of a hump in it, those people are pretty materialistic.
Well, this thing you're going to do Saturday up there at Louisville, are you going to be covering stuff like this, or how long is it?
Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about different things like this, and we're going to have people give readings to those that they see that are sitting in this chair.
So somebody could call in with maybe you ought to ask them to describe themselves a little bit, but then you're not. That would be interesting.
I'm not the face reader, but she did just a fabulous job, and so everyone was just delighted. And I'm going to be posting YouTubes of the event tonight, and they should be available tomorrow. So we'll have 4 or 5 YouTubes of the meetup, and it should be just quite entertaining. I know you'll enjoy it. So so she
got more.
Yeah, we got more callers.
Let's go ahead.
So let's go ahead and get a caller.